Hi, my name is Jim Krause and I am the principal investigator of a newly funded grant by the National Institute for Disability and Rehabilitation Research, and it is the Center of Health Outcomes Research among underserved populations. And this is the first in a series of 20 YouTube videos that we will do over the next 5 years, and this is the introduction, so I want to tell you a little bit about the study. We are located at the Medical University of South Carolina in the College of Health Professions, and we are going to utilize our core strengths, which include extensive experience in neurologic injury research, outcomes research, and a strong team of investigators, and in collaboration with South Carolina State University and their Department of Rehabilitation Counseling in order to build capacity and to perform 2 research studies. On the screen behind me you will see that we have outlined the components of our center, and they do include 2 research projects. They do include technical assistance, dissemination, collaboration, and participatory action research. Over the next few months, and in fact over the next few years, you will see up to 20 or more videos on YouTube that outline our activities, our findings, and implications for both professionals working in this area as well as for individuals with spinal cord injuries and traumatic brain injuries. I'd like to turn it over and introduce our co-principal investigator, Dr. Lee Saunders.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lee Saunders, and I'm a co-investigator on this study. And for the first part of the study, we're going to be looking at African Americans in South Carolina with spinal cord injury and traumatic brain injury, and we're going to look at their health outcomes after injury. And we're going to compare their health outcomes to the general African American population in South Carolina. Some of the specific things we'll be looking at will be diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol, and also things like healthcare access.
The purpose of our second study is to identify risk and protective behaviors for secondary health conditions among 4 different racial ethnic groups. And in essence what this means is we are looking for the behaviors and other factors which relate to whether individuals will develop additional health problems after a spinal cord injury. The 4 groups we are looking at are Caucasian, African American, Hispanic, mostly of Mexican origin, and American Indian or Native American, mostly of Navajo and Sioux origin. One of the core issues that will be addressed within our center and within the second research project is the generalizability of our research results. And what this means is that we want to ensure that the factors we identify in relation to poor health outcomes are specific to each group, that we're not generalizing from one population to another. This is really important so that we can ensure that any interventions that are developed based on our findings will be developed with a specific understanding of the racial ethnic group from which the data was collected. This is a significant limitation in previous research, and all too often treatments or interventions have been developed without consideration to the specific group and without any data. They've been more based on, frankly, Caucasians and often Caucasian males, and we want to break that trend. This is the end of the first YouTube video. I hope that you keep your eye out for our research, for our discussion of issues that relate to all of our study participants, and we'll be developing multiple videos over the next 4 years, 5 years.